did he? Wait, where does Batboy? That's the picture I always remember. Him with the wide open mouth. That was like his thing.
Don't you see that he joins up? He joined the service.
Yeah.
Ah.
He walks onto the Marine base and volunteers to fight evildoers.
With that face,
According to the
they
article.
gave him a gun. It was like, here, lead us to echolocation.
It doesn't say that they gave him a gun. He doesn't have a gun in the other photo. So he's just like he's their Bucky
He's
Barnes.
a shirtless
Like,
kid in jean jorts. Wait, oh, now he's behind bars? What did he do? South American banditos hit him with
he was
the
accused
triple
of a crime he
axe.
didn't
sombrero.
commit. Now, if you can find him, you can hire Batboy.
$50 million arcade reward.
I do like the caption: computerized photo conception of Batboy behind bars in undisclosed Argentine prison.
Why is he always screaming? I was going to say, though, is that it's interesting because didn't the writers the developers continue that Brandon Routh story from the Superman 2 with Christopher Reeves? Like, they were like 1, 2, this movie, and everything else doesn't count. So the idea of them rewriting that American seems interesting because like they were sort of the ones that helped pioneer that into a much more mainstream audience, and they're like, all right, in the third one we're going to take it away. Or at least kind of pave over some of that. Seems like time has done some
hand wave it away.
Or at least Superman, giving them perspective.
I think Superman. Are you talking the third one? You mean Superman 3 and 4 with Christopher Reeves?
No, he's saying Superman Returns is Superman 3.
Is the new part 3? Yeah,
and he's ignoring the Richard Pryor one, which is like, why would you do that to Richard Pryor in this economy to a black man?
As he's black.
Wake up, nigga.
Okay. See? You said it.
We went there. We said it.
For once.
Yeah, for once.
I'm no longer comfortable on this show.
You should never be comfortable on this show,
This is just our version of The Neighbors with Schmidt from New Girl.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, The Neighborhood. Is The Neighborhood or Neighbors?
I think it's a Neighbors.
Neighborhood.
Well, we don't know. I don't know. But that's what the internet's for.
I don't know.
Hey, go look up some more porn again.
It's on KCal.
Look up Blanche and the Neighbors. See what you get.
Yes. Oh God.
KCal 9, folks. Woo! I'm playing real local right now.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's also cultural that again, from the time that they put that in the first 2 movies of Christopher Reeves to the time that they're saying this is the third one, don't ignore the other ones, and now they're saying it's changed because obviously times have changed. Which will lead to
Reagan.
President
Reagan, we got to make America great again because that was his slogan.
We will make America great again.
Couldn't make our own. Just got to go back to Reagan.
Well, I mean,
stealing, cheese eating son of a. Anyway,
why be creative when you can be a thief? That's kind of creativity.
Congratulations, you just summed up AI's business model in one sentence.
There you go.
Yeah. Why do you think I keep pushing for it?
I don't want to think, but the computers do that.
Right.
Hey, I know it's not a real steak, but it tastes like a steak.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
He's picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay, and then we said Spider-Man. We did that one. Watchmen. Late Stage Capitalism. MCU. Let's get into that one. That was basically just anything that's coming out recently.
I think that's just the summation of just like the formatting and restructuring of Marvel into the MCU to be more profitable.
Yeah.
Is that the context?
Yeah. Okay. Everything since Disney got in has geared towards the movie. So decisions are made with all of that in mind. And there's
You mean as far as the comics are concerned?
Yeah. They cut off the X-Men Krakoan era as like ASAP because they had to start prepping stuff for.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It just pisses me off because I'm like, you guys are so far away from an X-Men movie that I could still be enjoying Krakoa comics right now.
But I mean, there's 8 different ways to tackle that one because that also ties into the Toy Biz, just in general, But to me, the first thing I think of is how the MCU has basically dictated what the comics are going to be for the last, now close to 20 years.
Have they?
Well, then, but that's not the MCU. Then that's Marvel.
I probably worded it incorrectly.
Yeah, because
No.
I think that the first, you start having the X-Men being in all black. That's pre MCU, but that's also affecting the comics. Like we have Grant Morrison's new X-Men because of
Yeah.
the X-Men movies. Like
All
that's
right,
why
so then
but just the Marvel films or yeah, because that's where you can see like just very very like direct, like, okay, the X-Men are starting to do this in, like, that's what's popular right now, so now they're going to be all black, and he's still going to choose to do a story where he's going to be very high-minded and be Grant Morrison about things, but he's also still like, okay, you've got to make them all look like this because now they're all a cool tactical force, and that's what we're pushing.
what kind of force?
That's the crux of the panel, is the
An
idea of like how.
X-Force.
Thank you.
Hold on, I'm just being told that this is called an alley-oop.
Alley-oop.
Picking them up, putting them down. Sorry, Ken.
No, you're good.
But I see where Pat's talking more about I guess maybe the Avengers then at this point, because again the X-Men are kind of floating on their own. The Fantastic Four have been cut off entirely. They've been deprived of oxygen as far as writers are concerned, at least for the last 10 years.
That's where this one is like it's multiple stages. Like you have it's comics are affecting the movies. I'm sorry, movies are affecting the comics, and then the comics are then also it's a bilateral connection. Like it's the comics are affecting the movies. I'm sorry, the movies are affecting the comics, and then they give pushback because like promoters like, oh, I don't want to give any free press to the Fantastic Four or X-Men, so let's start to kill off those books, and so that they can't we're not giving them any free publicity with our comic books. It's like there's people who still earn money from those comics, and you still make money from those comics.
I'll burn your house down! Oh, no.
So why would you cut that off?
Not the kind of money I want to make.
Exactly,
poor man's
because he's a horrible racist.
I think it is important, given the topic that we have as well, that we pick a comic character for each one of these as the example. So like Spider-Man is Fantastic Four is really good for this. Like, oh yeah, they canceled the book and buried it, and that's why Reed Richards and Sue Storm disappeared for 8 years and just kind of went away for a while and didn't see him. Which
is interesting because we get 3 Fantastic Four movies, like 3 attempts at it. Meaning, like, they thought it was viable at some point, and before what do you mean?
They didn't. It was it was Fox that thought it was viable because they had the property.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. My point is, at some point, a studio thought they were viable enough to give them 3 chances at a movie, at an opportunity to say, hey, here's your story of what they say, like America's first superhero family, whatever they're called, like their tagline.
Marvel's first family.
Yeah, their first family, and we're going to tell that story, 3 different ways, or at least one way with, a sequel movie and stuff like that. And then because the MCU got so big, they're like, we're going to dictate how this story of this family is told. And guess what? It's not going to be told anymore. Not until we control everything.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Give us your money.
It feels like Marvel's could be their own entire subheader. Like we like oh yeah, all this stuff out here, but then there's just all of the Marvel comics.
All the dumb shit you guys have done.
The Ouroboros that is Marvel Comics, and outside forces, inside forces.
All right, and then we got Force Scarcity as a business model.
Variant covers, and just like the constant, like, oh, we gotta, like, this is the one for 100, so you gotta make sure you order at least 200 comics to get 2 of these.
Which is what created Gwenpool.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna wait for you to pin. Like, what is our example of like the variants becoming
the butterfly effect is Gwenpool then becomes a very popular comic book character.
Okay, gotcha.
And then becomes a pretty good comic, surprising considering it's built off of just like, look at it's Gwen in a Deadpool costume on a cover. Isn't that cool? Huh?
I'd buy that for $1.
Because
it's funny.
because
Yeah, this-
because they didn't do whatever you want. It's cool. They'll buy it because it looks cool. So do whatever you want with the story. We don't care.
And
Plus,
it's a Chris
popular
Bachalo
now.
cover too, so I'm like, I'm down. I'll get it. It's just
Do you have another instance of that, or we'll just dive into the Gwen pool of it all?
I mean, we probably could like characters. I mean, there. If you go on along that path too, there's. It doesn't necessarily go with the forced scarcity model, but you do have the characters like Harley Quinn that are created outside of comic books and then pushed into comic books. And Livewire is the same way. There's numerous characters that are created outside of comics media and that are then populated into comics media because of their populator there, which I don't think we covered.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think we have Harley Quinn, Livewire, those type of scenarios where it's like the TV shows or the cartoons create something that then get created in the
We
comics.
should put that in there, but
yeah.
The other thing I was going to say was not necessarily an entire character, but at least the look and feel of a character based on a variant. Or do we have that? Like, there may have been a direction that one comic character was going, but then someone was like, "Hey, what if they look like this?" And now that has become their look and feel.
I don't
feel like
know.
we find easier instances of that, wouldn't we?
I don't know about that. I'm reminded of like a Deadpool variant on a bunch of comics where the cover itself was its own like mini comic, and so that across the entire series, the second prints are mini comics, so that you get a whole new story from just the covers. And they did that. Which,
cool. Okay.
I try to remember how it was executed or how well it was done, but there's that.
Okay. All right. Just a question I was throwing out there.
Just asking questions.
And then, do we ever figure out what FG or SP stands for?
That's South Park. Michelle mentioned, like, did Family Guy or South Park have any sort of kind of the winkization of media, like the mean-spirited joke and the none of this is serious. Did that have any direct impact on comics?
I mean, you probably couldn't find a direct like.
Deadpool.
Oh,
it'd be Deadpool.
I mean, Deadpool existed before them, though, so there's that.
Yeah, but Deadpool wasn't Deadpool before that.
I mean, Deadpool was that. Like he was always sarcastic, and he was always just Deathstroke and Spider-Man in one character. Like Rob Liefeld doesn't want to admit it, but that was just what he did.
How dare you, sir?
Hey,
original thought.
It's and like let's also not like. It's also not a horrible thing. Like you got paid to make comics. Who cares? Like just don't like stop trying to. It's like nepo babies who like, oh no, I earned everything I have. Like no. Look, let's just. It's fine. You can just be a nepo baby and be like, yeah. It's my parents gave me a lot. It's awesome. I'm not going to lie about it. Own it.
Deadpool starts.
I'm on a tangent.
Sorry. No, you're good. That's the show.
Deadpool starts to wink at the camera in the Joe Kelly run, probably for the most part. That's where he's most kind of, and that's pre Family Guy for sure, and pre South Park.
No, South Park it's 1997. It looks like the first time he broke the fourth wall. So that's pre Family Guy, but post South Park.
Well, here's your question then, though: is it breaking the fourth wall as far as nihilism is concerned? Because doesn't She-Hulk already do that before South Park shows up? But she's not as nihilistic as Deadpool.
She's not nihilistic as Deadpool.
It is the nihilistic is the best word for it. That tone of like, none of this matters anyway.
Okay.
The Joe Kelly Deadpool run is, dang it, I'm trying to find the dates on it, but it's definitely like, it's it's 97. Yeah, it's 97. Is the Joe Kelly Deadpool
pre-Family Guy, but post South Park.
I mean, I don't know about post South Park.
South Park has already debuted at that time.
South Park debuted in 97?
I think before then.
Okay, so I'm trying to think like that's
95?
My sophomore year?
Oh no, it did debut in 97. All right. It's all bleeding together for me.
That's fair. I mean, hey, I'm right there with you. I'm just trying to find a specific date for when that dropped. But yeah, the Joe Kelly run started in 97. I could say early. I think there's definitely a nihilism, especially to that Deadpool, which I think is that would become our better, fuller idea of what Deadpool is. is in that Joe Kelly run, and it's at that point I'm just saying it's parallel thinking. I'd say the only way I could quantify the effect of Family Guy and South Park on comics directly would, I mean, there's, I'd say if you had a writer who got popular there, like we started to have more writers step back from like, what's his name? He's a giant guy, and he, like Patton Oswalt
Andre
started
the
writing
Giant.
comics. What's up?
Andre the Giant.
No, it's Patton Oswalt's like good friend. He's really big though.
Brian Posehn.
Brian Posehn, like he's written some Deadpool comics too. So it's like that's like where you have like creators, external creators become comic creators, similar to Kevin Smith. Actually, Kevin Smith, that's maybe a good one of like Kevin Smith's popularity in movies gets him the job to write Daredevil because of Joe Quesada, and that's where you have like, oh, those sensibilities come in and start to write those stories. And as part of Marvel Knights, you have these stories that are affected more cultural because of that, than as opposed to that. That's one we didn't touch on yet. I think that's a good one of creators who make a name outside of comics come into comics and how they then forge those comics moving forward.
Stunt writers.
Oh, here we go with that again. I feel like that Grand Theft Auto meme. Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Mr. Pendlebury's down.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
I wonder if we're looking at the Family Guy South Park in the wrong context. Maybe it's not necessarily the nihilism. No, I'm just wondering, what if it's the absurdity? Are we... Because the idea of what Family Guy does isn't necessarily... I mean, it is nihilistic, but it's also just fucking absurd. Like, they'll just throw references at you nonstop. And South Park will expand on an idea to its absurd ending. They'll start with the kernel of like, hey, here's the reality. And if we extrapolate that all the way to where we think it'll go towards an end, that's where you get all the funniness in between. So are there writers or storylines that start off and just become absurd over time in a very similar fashion?
I think that there's enough slapstick comics that you could point to, like at least in my time, in my time period, where you do have those out there stories and writers, and like you have Vertigo comics and things that are
just the whole Vertigo lineup
that are kind of already being far more experimental with those ideas and indie comics. So it's like they're not in the mainstream, and maybe Family Guy and South Park open a door so that those can kind of become more the stories we read. But then also too, we're getting those because of like I think of those stories because like, oh, well then they're transposing those on characters that would be in that vein anyways, like Deadpool or like a Harley Quinn, that were able to explore those stories. Or even we have the Family Guy comics exist. South Park comics actually do South Park.
So
I think I know Family Guy.
I'm gonna italicize that as a non-topic that we'll probably remove because I just don't think it's there yet. If we come up with
Pat, you hate your wife that much? Jesus Christ, guys. She's sitting right next to you.
She can't hear the whole conversation. It's fine.
I've already italicized her.
That's not you don't want to have to.
Oh sure, you did Michelle. Like
you guys don't want to have to testify in court. I would just let's just drop it.
Sounds good.
I'm going to be the one. I'm probably going to be one of the victims and it's dead, so I don't have to worry about it. Like it's fine. Like it's.
And I think the last question I had was the Dazzler Nightcat one, media before comics.
Oh, so like Nightcat is created as well as Dazzler as like, oh yeah, here's an album that exists with a comic, and we're trying to push it as a multimedia push. There's actually a comic too called Mad Dog, which is a TV show. Oh god, I got to pull up the reference right now. It's a what's his name? He's Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart is a comic creator in the 80s in a TV show called Mad Dog, and like they did the similar thing of like, hey, in the show he's going to be a comic creator. He's going to create the comic Mad Dog. We'll have a comic about it, and it'll be a flip cover where it's like one side is the old Mad Dog and the other side's the new Mad Dog, and he's grim and gritty. And it's like, there was like, how is this the conceit that a Bob Newhart TV show produced this. I mean,
it's the same writers' rooms that fridged what's her name. Like you start off at point A and you come out the room with an entirely different storyline.
fair enough. Yes, we should add Mad Dog in that list because it is. And there's also Steel Town Rockers is another thing where it's like, oh, they are musical bands that they're trying to push as a larger entity or as a conceived idea, and like Nightcat was going to be this thing. There's the fact that there's a Nightcat album you can get a cassette tape of. Like that's a weird thing
Is it
in my
really?
brain. Yeah.
Like a full album, or is this like singles?
No, I think it's a full album.
I remember back in the day when you get a cassette, it was like, here's a single with 8 different versions of it.
Those were the best we talked about. This one's
Hey, I mean, I bought them.
This one's got saxophone.
You had 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and it's really just the same song.
This is the instrumental. This is the instrumental minus the instruments. This is the acapella version.
Yep. Very much so.
God, think about how much worse that is now with AI. We can just like sub in the instruments. All right. Do we have enough here
Oh, yeah.
to start? You think so?
I mean, just to like Ken's point, just the Marvel section alone would be, I think, enough to just talk about. But I mean, we have enough between
And
the.
also, there's still getting information, any feedback from the guest as well.
True.
Because they might have their own as well, but
they got their own ideas now. Ridiculous.
No, italicize their names. We know what that means.
Damn fun.
When your number's up,
their own ideas. Yeah, like I said, we'll even organize some of this stuff to like truncate it if it happens to overlap, because then we can just have it flow better as a conversation that leads from one thing to the next versus like, all right, moving on to our next subject, which is sort of like the last subject. But we just had needed a break to identify it.
All right.
I dropped in the Discord the Nightcat cassette, by the way.
But did you drop in the singles from Spotify, though?
I did not.
You're being lazy.
See, this is the thing. I can't imagine. By the way, it does look like there's a full, like, I say full, but there's like 4 tracks.
What is Nightcat? What is she? Is this just like Psylocke?
So this is okay. This is like a precursor to the 90s where they're like, oh, here's this like Cindy Margolis is this superhero. We had internet famous hot girls, like that was like the sole purpose of just like the most downloaded woman on the internet, and like they had models become, and it's also the era of like booth babes too. But like we had like, oh, this person is Alley Cat, and she was like, it's just like you have a pinup and you put her in a costume and she's at your booth and she's in the comic and it's all based on them. Lady Death did the same thing. I don't know why we didn't cover that. Like this is a whole nother, but again,
let's
get
into it.
Yeah.
What is Lady Death?
Oh god.
Like I've seen the covers. I've never actually read the comic.
Vampirilla.
I feel like I always equated Lady Death as like the Marvel version of Witchblade. These are just comics of women I saw, and I'm like, I don't know what the storyline is.
Well, no, Lady Death is independent comics from Chaos Comics, Coffin Comics.
I'm just saying, okay, yeah, fair enough.
And then Witchblade is from Image / Top Cow, and she's,
right, but
yeah, but it's this era of comics that were just like, well, we can get a hot girl to be on the cover to do a photo cover, and then she'll also be at the booth when we do signings, and it's just a way to have a hot girl around your comic book, and then like have a hot girl be around, and that's, I feel as an outsider, that was the main crux of it. Occasionally, there may have been input from the models, but I don't know. But then there were times where they said, "Oh yeah, they're a writer on it." Like that's cool, but at the heart, at times, it just felt like, from the outside's perspective, it's just like, let's just get a hot girl in here and let's do it. Like, do the comic, not, sorry.
Okay.
Not Trump. Don't cancel me.
I know where you're going with that. So I listened while you were talking. I was listening to House Rule. Nightcat is not a good album. This shouldn't have. It should not have existed.
It's probably
Says
way better
you.
than you're saying. Yeah.
Says
Oh no,
you.
you guys! I just put it in the chat. You guys listen to it.
I
Not
mean,
now.
I'm gonna.
I don't mean to be cruel, but the number one house rule is if I let you spend the night, you're gonna have to do me right, yeah.
See, that's
enjoy with your blanch porn.
see, you're
But,
going off of track one. You got to give it at least 3 to.
That's the opening track. That should be the radio. edit one that
No,
you
they
did.
build up to it.
No, I'm all about
okay.
the B-sides. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm all about the
Yeah,
B-sides.
like say
You
you'll
mean
be
the variation?
mine.
Oh,
That's
this was
one.
from this was from BMG Music. I could have got a copy of this for free with like 8 other CDs for a penny. Damn it! I should have known.
Maybe
BMG
write in
Music.
and see if they can do it.
That's right. I'm sure they're willing to leash you some more music on the mediums that no one has anymore.
All right. So I don't know. My brain just broke. It just went.
No,
nope,
no,
you're done.
You mean Mayor West? There's
Mayor
CDs
West,
of
yes.
Nightcat. You can get that on a
Stop
compact
looking up
disc.
Nightcat.
Can I buy it as a 2-pack with the Macho Man CD? So like they come together.
I mean, could be. I'm just fascinated by
Wait,
the idea.
Is
of
that the cover of the comic or is that the cover of the album? I can't tell what you just sent Alley Cat.
the most recent one was the other comic I was talking about, Alley Cat, where it's like
I thought this is Nightcat's daughter.
This is no, it has no connection because this is Image Comics.
That would
But
be
this
cool
is the
if it
type of
was.
thing that this is in the same vein of that, like, oh yeah, Alley Baguette is Alley Cat, and where they just grab a model, they grab a comic idea, they throw it together and sell you a book for 6 issues.
I mean, okay, good. What's the problem?
I don't see this as a bad business plan for them. I'm not saying it makes a good comic, but not a bad business plan.
No one's casting aspersions. I'm just explaining the understanding that I have.
And you're explaining why you have 6 issues of this.
I mean, I didn't. That's how many they made. I'm just letting you know that it sold for 6
Yeah,
issues.
something they made and something you bought and paid for. It's all good, kid. It's all good.
It's
Just
so
because I have a
bad.
graded copy of
It
my
is.
comic.
It's so bad. Ken, put that on eBay.
I love that
I'm
they
sure
couldn't get
her ex-husband will buy it.
They couldn't get an alley cat, so they put up what is this, like anemic panther behind her?
What are you talking? It's a panther gargoyle.
Right, anemic panther gargoyle behind her versus the alley cat that she is.
Everyone sees gargoyles and alleys all the time. Happens all the time.
And I feel like Halle Berry's somewhere going, damn it, missed another opportunity.
What a perfect idea.
Another tie-in. All right. I'll be honest, my brain's a little mushy.
That is the one time that it didn't work, though, guys. Was that Catwoman? That did not.
No,
did
it
not
didn't
change
work
anything.
for Alley Cat or Nightcat.
Hey, Alley Cat got her album and she got a comic.
Did it work for
I'm
Bottles
saying
Inc?
the depiction of that Catwoman never took hold. It never took footing. Unlike Nick Fury.
True, very true. Nick Fury was just there, but that's also one where it's like it starts in the comics and the Ultimates, and then they put it in the movies, and then they like it's again the Ouroboros of just like egg horse cart thing.
Yeah, but it never worked for Halle Berry and her version of Catwoman. They're like, no, we are never changing that.
No,
is this based on the show Models Inc?
No, it just happened to be a book
Okay.
called Models Inc. at the same time, which I found.
Are you sure it's based off the show?
Yes, because Models Inc. was yes. There was, however, well, you know what? Now I don't know. Now I'm not sure how much I can trust my memory, because there's also this issue of Models Inc. with Tim Gunn on it. So it's
Tim Gunn,
I don't know what to remember anything anymore, because it like Millie the Model existed decades ago, and the rest of the models like they were part of the Girl Comics launch, like Millie the Model and other books of that nature. Like Patsy Walker was a character in the 60s that then would eventually become Hellcat and eventually be in the oh my goodness, the Alias Jessica Jones series.
Yeah.
Like that's how long she's existed before Jessica Jones. but it's just like things beget things beget
I feel like you
things.
should put that up there, Pat. That could also be a one that's open for talking. I don't think a lot of people would cover
What? Which part?
this Models Inc. thing.
I
And
don't
the
think
tie
they're.
into Jessica Jones.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, is Patsy? I mean, we can put Patsy Walker on there, but it's.
What is Tim Gunn even doing in this issue? Is he Jarvis? Is he dressing Tony Stark?
Who knows?
And why is Tony Stark mentioned in the previous issue and not in this one?
Because he's the most famous person in Marvel, in the Marvel universe.
I'm just saying, his name is on the other issue with the blonde and not on the one with his suit.
It's like the National Enquirer having a story about how Barack Obama is an alien from another country. Yeah, they do it every issue. That's how they do it.
Okay. Now they got rid of Batboy and put Barack Obama up there now.
Pretty much. That's I mean, yeah.
Did we ever get the cover story of Batboy finally dying, or did he just like quietly go away from culture?
I bet he's still on there.
Oh God, I don't even know.
Can we call him Batman now?
Nope.
Okay.
That's copywritten.
Bat guy.
Whoa!
Bat Zaddy.
Co-pilot. Stop that! You stop that right now.
What did it do? Did it give you Blanche again?
Batboy is a fictional creature. Starts right off the top.
Fiction.
Rude.
He just flipped you off, Pat.
Rude.
Your co-pilot doesn't think you're an idiot.
Was it just okay? So it's just Photoshop is what I mean. Is what you're trying to tell me?
Wait, it
what?
was cut and paste.
Yeah.
I think we were at the Photoshop stage of things.
Fair enough.
Well, did we at least get a fake story of Batboy dying? Because I felt like he was Batboy for about 20 years.
I look at this half human, half bat locked up in a medical lab. Why is this a thing?
Vigilant news readers on the lookout for America's favorite half bat, half human.
What was the newspaper that ran the story all the time?
Weekly World
The National
News.
Enquirer. Weekly World News.
Yeah, Batboy evidently is Weekly World News.
Yeah,
is he exclusive to that?
There's no stolen valor there. It's Weekly World News.
Was he exclusive to Weekly World News, or did he ever show up in the Enquirer as well?
He's probably licensed exclusively to.
Licensed.
Just gonna put that in the chat for you. You enjoy that?
What? Batboy led our troops into the hole?
Yeah.
How did he get there? He doesn't have wings.
Via echolocation.
Did he? Wait, where does Batboy? That's the picture I always remember. Him with the wide open mouth. That was like his thing.
Don't you see that he joins up? He joined the service.
Yeah.
He walks onto the Marine base and volunteers to fight evildoers.
With that face, they gave him a gun. It was like, here, lead us to echolocation.
It doesn't say that they gave him a gun. He doesn't have a gun in the other photo. So he's just like he's their Bucky.
He's
Barnes.
a shirtless kid in jean jorts. Wait, now he's behind bars. What did he do? South American banditos hit him with the
tranquilizer sombrero.
Now, if you can find him, you can hire Batboy.
$50 million Al-Qaeda reward.
I do like the caption: computerized photo conception of Batboy behind bars in undisclosed Argentine prison.
Why is he always screaming?
But also, here's a better question: how do they have AI prompting before AI prompting? Like that's just if you just put that in there.
This is all AI should be used for.
Really,
I think we need to bring Batboy back then if he isn't dead. Or I mean, if he is dead, I think we need to resurrect Batboy in storylines. I'll see if I can get a Wikipedia started. Wait, Batboy fights in Iraq. Did he just bite Saddam and turn him?
Yeah.
What? What is going on here?
There's quite the through line. The Batboy iceberg, if you will, is larger than we thought.
I didn't realize.
Iceberg is my favorite.
Holy shit! We should do an episode on Batboy.
We are gonna have to.
Origins, storylines.
Oh my god!
Eventual death.
Can we change the panel? I just want to talk about Batboy for 45 minutes. Yeah, whatever. Butterfly, blah, blah, blah. You know what's better than butterflies? Bats.
Bats.
Let's talk
Bats.
about Batboy.
Perfect. Wait, he's cleaning up Argentina as well?
Yeah, man, he's everywhere.
He's, you know,
Wait, I'm so confused. Did he get put behind bars for trying to clean up Argentina? Or did he
now
get
we need to
put in
get an edit
bars
of like,
because the
I'm doing
itinerary
my
board?
part. I'm doing my part. Batboy's there. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do fucking shit.
I mean, I think once again with AI, this is quite possible.
Bad Boy's
Oh,
okay. He made it all the way to American Idol. And he's still a boy
he's
without a shirt. Why
he
isn't
has
he
a
get this
glandular
Nightcat-
disease. Okay.
Why didn't you put a shirt on him? Wait, he OJ Simpson. When did he OJ Simpson stuff?
If the bat don't fit, you must have quit.
Hot pursuit of half bat,
Speaking
half human.
of-
Bad Boy leads cops on a 3-state
Yes,
chase.
today-
3 states.
Today is the 31st anniversary.
I was gonna
Of
say,
OJ
did you?
Simpson.
Oh no, I was gonna say, did you want to talk about the Naked Gun? Not the Naked Gun. Police Squad.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's Naked Gun.
Oh, it is Naked Gun. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
part
So
where
did
they're
you
all
want to talk?
crying to their dad's pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Just looking at the camera. Nah, I'm good. But yes, today is the 31st anniversary of the car chase.
Wow.
So
We are old as shit.
for those that celebrate,
Wait.
get your
Okay,
Bronco.
they've called him a mutant now. So he could be an X-Men. Mutant steals Mini Cooper for the Joyride. Oh, Mutant steals Mini Cooper car for Joyride, which apparently has gas to go across 3 states. That's impressive. I need to get myself a Mini Cooper.
I mean, Batboy is very good
Is-
driver.
Is the Weekly World News still a publication? Because I mean, just from these headlines alone, I would want to get a subscription. Saddam challenges Bush to a duel.
I mean,
And
it's
he's got a
already going to be
sword?
better news than Fox News. So really,
Yeah, right.
Like it's because at least they're presenting me with stories in the proper light. Like they give additional context. There you go.
Wait, this
you
is
want
the
a
new
free
one?
subscription?
This is like a step down though. That's not.
They have.
Wait, why
They put more work
why is
into
Bad Boy's picture there?
because that's what they're known about for. They're like that's our masthead. That's
Yeah.
you know, some people have the Daily Bugle. We have Bad Boy.
Aliens, Gutens, Zebans, and UFO sightings, mutants, zombies, Bigfoot, PhD ape, Batboy, vampires, and Man-Gator.
Man-Gator.
Batboy then gets his own heading.
Is it just Killer Croc again?
Hey! There I was, holed up in this quarry. When Batman came nosing around, he was getting closer.
And?
I threw a rock at him.
What is Manigator?
Killer Croc.
Oh,
That's not good.
what's Manigator? You just wait and see.
Oh God. I know.
He's gonna put up more Blanche porn, isn't he?
I was planning on it. Yes.
And
Don't you judge me.
All
Craig,
right, so
you're going to take a shot at expanding a little on these. Then once you get
Yeah.
a thumbs up, I can do a reorg and we'll get it over to him.
okay, sounds good.
All right. Any questions you guys think of, throw them on there. I fly out on Friday, and I'm gone for about 8 days, so I will be communicating via message, email, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I just realized that we need to eat. I just say, oh yeah, that's right. I need to make food.
Why? You've already italicized her. Didn't you know she's dead meat? Dead woman
Everything
walking.
She doesn't know yet.
Oh,
I have the
fair
volume turned down. She can't hear anything.
Yeah. Here's my side of the conversation. Everything's fine.
enough. Why is everything in the house tilted all of a sudden?
Don't worry about it.
All
Stop asking questions.
right.
Prepare to meet Manigator.
Yeah, where's this picture at?
I'm trying to. None of them are good. They're all bad.
You mean they're not as good as Batboy?
No, they are absolutely not as good as Batboy.
with his double chin, freaky face. What the hell is that?
Yeah, see?
See, but now I just want Bat Gator. That's what I want. If you're going to be like half bat, half alligator, all counter terrorist. I don't know.
At least I feel like they tried with Batboy with the Photoshop. This half man alligator doesn't feel like it's trying at all.
You think that's bad?
Yeah, that's some like Beast Wars level at CG. So yeah, that's definitely not.
Yeah. Okay, PhD ape is pretty awesome. I like that. I like his parted hair. I like the pipe. I like his whole vibe. And the eyebrow raise. Come on, that's pretty dope.
He's got a lot on his mind.
I love that the White House and Congress call him PhD ape. To solve impeachment crisis of all things.
Oh, this says aliens fixed the Super Bowl. That's true because the 49ers lost. You're right. They did fix it.
So Kansas City's been relying on aliens.
Yeah, aliens. We knew it. I knew it.
Deport them all.
Once again, I think this is a better. This is now a better topic. It's the Weekly World News.
The Weekly World News kind of was the first mainstream media operation to popularize cryptids.
Oh, I don't think that's true. Is it?
Mainstream media, or I wouldn't say mainstream media, but at least organizing in like news sources, I would say so.
Ooh, that's interesting.
What other publications out there talking about a half man, half bat, and putting them on every weekly print in different storylines? That's comics, though. I don't think they got as much.
It's a publication.
I think this saw more eyeballs than anything than any comic had at that point.
That's interesting. Probably.
I think people who didn't read comics knew about Batboy.
I think.
Yeah.
Ken, are you doing a deep dive into Batboy? What's going on over there?
No, I'm adding notes about Mad Dog and Steeltown Rockers to the doc.
Oh, he's still trying to do business.
I'm
gonna start calling my AI PhD ape. PhD ape, tell me this.
What's the voice it's going to use?
I don't know.
Or does it have audio prompts or yeah?
No, it's just howls and screams of actual apes.
It actually will throw digital shit at you.
Nah, I'll have Clippy come clean that up.
Clippy,
get your ass in here.
Job.
Hey, don't you start crying again. Clean it up quietly.
You miss me. I know you do.
Exactly. All right, well, you go get yourself some food, my friend. I'll work over this.